Thank you so much, Kristen, to be in my show.
I love it. Thank you.
What differentiates a high-performing realtor from an average one?
The difference between a high performing and an average performing is, no, we're not car salesmen.
And how do you lead your team through market changes and uncertainty?
So in shifting markets like we have happening right now, if it was easy to make 20 calls and you got business at 20 calls 2 years ago, it's not 20 calls anymore. It might be 50.
Do you think the market will improve in the future?
Sure.
Okay.
It's cyclical. If you look at history.
So this is the right time to buy exactly if you think from that point of view?
Yeah.
So what are some of the real estate myths that you think needs to be recalculated or debunked?
Mythbusters. Let's see. That it's easy.
It's easy.
It's not just a business that money flows into your bank account.
Okay, money is limited, what I have, but everyone has unlimited money,
Sure.
So why not use that leverage? Well, let's get started. Thank you so much, Kristen, to be in my show. It's called Mindfulness with Manish.
I love it. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So to introduce Kristen a little bit, Kristen is someone who loves and breathes transformation, not just real estate, but also people's life. Kristen is a powerhouse realtor, seasoned real estate coach, as well as an operating principal of Keller Williams Bold Realty, with over 30 years of experience in customer service and leadership. She helped countless clients as well as agents to find their dream homes, and helped just as many agents break through their limiting briefs and build careers by design, not by default. As a certified MAPS coach, Kristen combines mindset, strategy, as well as straight up honesty to empower others to reach their next level in business and in their lives. Taking a conversation to the real estate and leadership. So one question that I'm getting from my fellow agents and co-workers is like, what differentiates a high performing realtor from an average one?
Yeah, sort of like we talked about before. The difference between a high performing and an average performing is simply action.
Simply action.
It's
so
doing the work.
Yeah. So some people just they just procrastinate and just lazy around things. So they don't.
They want to talk about all the things and all the reasons they can't do it, all the whys. I tried this, I tried that, I tried this, I tried that. No, just do it.
Just do it.
You don't try to pick up a pen, you just do it.
Okay. And how do you lead your team through market changes and uncertainty?
So I tell everyone to lean in. So in shifting markets like we have happening right now, many realtors exit the business. They end up on the real estate roller coaster. They had all this money. They were doing all the things. Now they have this lifestyle that they can't afford. So they jump out of real estate because it went like this. And, I'm busy, busy, busy. It's back on top. You go down again. It's that whole roller coaster. And yet they get out of it because it's hard.
Yeah.
Or they're not good at it. And all of the limiting beliefs start to creep in. And instead, while we know people will get out of the business, I tell all my agents, so lean in. Because now there's more for you. If it was easy to make 20 calls and you got business at 20 calls 2 years ago, it's not 20 calls anymore. It might be 50. It might be 100. It might be more conversations. Real estate is a contact sport, and it's absolutely takes conversations. So if it's not working at 20, we need to double it. So essentially leaning in and doubling down in a shifting market is the way you succeed.
In a shifting market. Do you think the market will improve in the future?
Sure.
Okay.
It's cyclical. If you look at history, you can see exactly what happens. And with interest rates, it's interesting. Everybody wants to complain about interest rates right now. Is, they're so high, 6.5, 7, 8. And yet when I bought my first house in Florida, I paid 12%.
Wow.
In 1997.
Okay.
And we thought that was great. So if you ask people, what did you pay for the first home that you bought? You'll hear 10 and 12%. The 2 and 3% were a gift. And quite frankly, while everybody was super excited about money being cheap, we were overpaying for houses because it's supply and demand.
Yeah.
So you literally got into bidding wars and paid hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars over.
So we are actually paying more for the house, and the rate of interest was low.
Yeah.
So we were thinking that, okay, maybe we saved in the rate of interest. We end up paying more.
Exactly. You got more buying power, and yet you paid more for the property potentially. So now there's less buying power in the market. However, we can always refinance.
Yeah. So this is the right time to buy, exactly, if you think from that point of view.
Yeah.
Because the rate of interest are high, so there's less buyers. So there's less of bidding war happening.
Less bidding wars,
And-
more opportunity for buyers, more opportunity for negotiation.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, if we understand the seller motivation, there's always going to be sellers. People
Yeah.
will always be buying and selling property. So just live in the market that we're in and stop complaining about it.
Yeah. Correct. That is true.
Every market's a great market.
Yeah. I've also seen, like, in the Bay Area, there's few areas which are sellers focused, like there's still sellers market. There's rest of the areas which is still buyers market.
Sure.
I've seen, like, Santa Clara, for example. From the data, the house comes in, it goes in the market and sells like popcorn, just,
Very popular.
Yeah, very popular. But rest of the areas are fine. So there's always like that in every area,
Sure.
right?
Every single area like that. Every single city, every single state.
Right. So what do you wish clients understood better about real estate process?
Oh, that's a great one. Not every realtor is built the same.
Yes.
Not all realtors bring the same value.
Yes.
And it's not simple. So a lot of clients will say to me like, oh, what do you get this commission for? Like, I can sell my house. Can you though?
Yes.
And so it takes all of the things that are happening behind the scenes. We're not in the sign in the yard. There is more to articulate in value. If I said, oh, you're going to get a marketing package, like it doesn't stop there. It's what does that look like? Not all marketing packages are built the same. So for instance, in Canada, we have 2% realtors who will do things for 2%. Commission's negotiable, of course. We know this. And yet sellers hear that number and go, oh, okay. And yet when we actually get down to it, when we talk to the seller and find out the motivation, and if I can put more money in the seller's pocket, what does it matter? And that's the goal. So when we change the narrative and change the conversation around commission, it's the cheapest price is not the best price. It doesn't mean the most expensive price is the best price either.
Yeah.
There's value at all levels, and it doesn't matter unless we understand the motivation of the seller.
Right. One thing which you mentioned is like when seller hears like 2% or maybe whatever like the agents are making the commission, that keeps on changing. Like sometimes agents, like I've seen posters with like here in the Bay Area 1% commission, 1.5. I also hear 0.5.
Yeah, no, we're not car salesmen.
How do we compete with them?
You don't. So here's the thing: we don't compare ourselves to others.
Yes.
Right? Don't compare your insides to other people's outsides.
Yeah.
You know the value that you bring. When I talk to a seller, I know exactly the value that I bring. I articulate that value. I'm confident in the value and my abilities and my team's abilities to get their home sold, and there's a price to pay for that. And we can absolutely have a discussion about it, and yet there's a price to pay for that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to compete against a 0.5% brokerage. You're going to get something different. And often in Florida, what I found is when you have the lesser fees, you'll see hidden fees in other places.
Yes.
Maybe there's transaction fees or cancellation fees, and everyone does it differently. And yes, we know it's all negotiable. What it comes down to is being able to articulate your value. If you're going to just walk into the house and say, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, Bob and Susie, I'm going to put a sign in your yard and I'll let you know when we sell it. Okay. They're not going to know what they're getting for you.
Yeah.
It's our job, and a lot of times it's unseen because that negotiation happens behind the scenes. The hard parts, I don't call a seller every time and say, oh my gosh, you should see all the things I just had to do. I spent 400 hours on your property. And yet that's where
the value comes in.
Yeah, like they know that if they trust me, I'm going to be their easy button. Does it mean it's an easy transaction?
Yeah.
No. Am I going to shield them from all of that? 100%.
Yeah, I think the value is the most important thing. One of the great thing about the Bold program is the role play that we are supposed to do. And while I was doing the role play, one of the experienced agents in front of me in the call, she mentioned like, oh, I can go with other agents also. So the goal here was like, she was asking the value I bring.
Yes.
So every agent should have know their value because
100%.
everyone is different. For me, I'm coming new in the field, but still I know I have a lot of experience in tech. I have a lot of experience in management and marketing. So I bring that value. So just articulate that properly.
Yes.
And put that somewhere. Like I'm working on my like the pamphlet and the poster. So just put them over. So I think that's one of the things I think every agent should work.
100%.
Yeah.
If you don't, think about what made you join Keller Williams.
Yeah.
someone articulated the value proposition of being part of Keller Williams.
Keller Williams, yeah.
And if we can't articulate our own value proposition, then why would anyone desire to pay you?
Yeah, exactly.
Think about the cars you go and buy.
Yeah.
I buy a BMW X7 because of all the value that it has. It's important to me. It's different than if I went and bought a Honda Civic. Like, they don't have the value that I desire to have in a vehicle that I'm comfortable in or I spend time in.
Yeah.
So it's the same type of thing, understanding your client, getting to know them, connecting with them, being authentic with them, articulating the value.
Okay, that sounds good. And how do you mentor new agents without overwhelming them?
Literally, it's the one things, right? So as an agent, it is your job to lead generate. It is your 20%.
Yeah.
The top 20% of all the things you should be doing. Lead generation.
Okay.
Lead follow-up, going on appointments, practice and role play. All of those things, negotiating, which I'll leave to the brokerages, right? And I always say that. And yet those 5 things are the only thing a realtor needs to focus on. They don't need to focus on Canva and all the marketing pamphlets.
I see.
If you spend all your time there, it's not going to yield the results. If you spend all of your time in your top 20%, that's what brings you business.
So the main thing is lead generation. Can be anything, right?
Lead generation, lead follow-up,
Lead follow-up,
going in appointments,
going in appointments.
negotiating contracts,
Okay.
and practice and role play.
Okay.
And practice and role play is in there because, would you agree that if we practice and role play, everything else gets easier?
Yes.
And I'd rather you practice and role play on someone who can't pay you versus on a seller
who pay?
who pays you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That is actually a right. So marketing is also something you should focus on, but not that much.
Yeah, you're going to focus on, that's sort of in your other, that's in...
Other 20% or whatever.
Yeah, it's in your 80%, right? So you want to spend 80% of your time in your 20% because it's going to yield the most results.
Once again, I got confused. So 80% of your time in 20%.
Yeah, it's the 80-20 rule, right?
Okay.
So would you rather 20% of your time yield all the results?
Yeah.
So that's where you need to spend, whatever you spend your time in. Think about where you shop.
Got it. So spend 20% of the time in whatever.
To get 80% of the results.
80% of the results.
Yes.
So that's 80-20 rule. Yeah, I get it. So that 20% of the time is lead generation, all of that thing that
All
you
the 5
mentioned. That
things.
is actually helping in 80% of your real estate thing.
Yeah. So all of the other stuff, marketing, peripheral, that's like an
That's
assistance.
20%.
That's an assistance 20%.
Yes. Or that someone else can do it.
Exactly.
I was actually focusing more on database, putting contacts in database
100%.
and sending the newsletter and things like that. That is all marketing, I think. But do you think that is still less valuable, or that is?
It's so prospecting and marketing. We're actually going to talk about that this week, tomorrow. And the prospecting is the now business, right? Marketing is the future business. So staying top of mind, owning mind share. Yes, you have to build your database because you have to stay on top in mind share. You have to stay top of mind with all of those agents in your database. So getting them in there is great. However, is there someone that can say, okay, here's all my contacts, load these in, set up these smart plans.
They can do it.
And go do it.
Yeah.
Versus why you're out there actually making the calls, doing the door knocking, talking to your spheres. So you're going to still build those relationships and lead generate, and then all of that data for those contacts that you're getting go into the database.
Got it. So I also feel like some of the work in real estate that can be like, delegated. I'll give it to someone.
Sure.
So as much as possible, even for like social media marketing and all, you can like give it to it.
Yeah, leverage.
Yeah, leverage.
100%.
Yeah. So what are some of the real estate myths that you think needs to be like recalculated or debunked?
Mythbusters. Let's see. Real estate myths. It's it's very similar to what we talked about already, right? That real estate is easy, that agents make too much money, that every time, it's a bad market.
One more thing, like it's very easy to enter into, like it's a low ball to enter.
A lot of states it is, yes.
Yeah, you just like clear a test and you are in the real estate, but it's very hard to sustain.
100%. Easy to get into, hard to sustain, unless you work at it.
Unless you work at it, yeah. So it's a full-time
So
job.
the myth, I guess one of the myths is that it's easy.
It's easy.
It can be when we do the hard. So it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not just a business that money flows into your bank account. It's you work it like a career.
Before when I started doing real estate, as in last year when I started preparing for the exam. The reason why I did that, because I invested into a lot of properties like across the world. Like I have some properties in Mexico,
Love it.
Colombia, Peru. And I was like, okay, money is limited, what I have, but everyone has unlimited money.
Sure.
So why not use that leverage and help others? That's why I started.
Love that.
But the thing is, like, I give the exam, I pass the exam, but now I'm into the real estate. Now I feel like it's like full-time job. It's harder than what I thought. I have to leave my job in order to 100% dedicate my time. But for that, I need to do some transit, which will happen.
Yeah, of course.
I'm confident, but I'm just letting you know that this is what I
Well, and
went
it's time blocking for you, right?
Yeah.
So think of the hats that I wear. So I'm an operating principal managing a market center in Canada. I'm a mega agent with my own
Wow.
team selling real estate, and I'm a bold coach, and I'm a mom, and I'm a wife. You can balance it, and I still wake up happy every day. So it's time blocking the things that are most important, and some things will be important at different times.
Yeah.
Family will be most important at certain times, and it's okay to give all of your attention to that. Work will be most important at some time, and it's okay to give all your attention to that. So when dual career agents are looking at their schedules, we can't just, randomly make some phone calls for lead generation at 2:00 on a Saturday
Yeah.
and then be mad that it's not working.
Yeah.
Like, be consistent, time on task over time, and consistency wins every time. So if it's a dual career situation and your only time is from 4 to 6 p.m., then set 4 to 6 p.m. every single Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
And be
Do it.
intentional.
Yeah. That sounds good. So that brings me to another topic, which is on personal growth and mindset. As the name of the channel is also mindfulness with money. So everything is like, connected to mind.
Love it.
If we control the mind, then we control everything.
It's my favorite part.
So what's your personal growth? What does personal growth means to you at this stage of your life?
It means absolutely authenticity, being comfortable in my own skin. Not everyone's going to love me, and that's okay.
Okay.
When society is constantly keeping up with the Joneses, do they like me? Am I wearing the right clothes? Who am I wearing? Does my hair look okay? Am I saying the right things? Am I being perfect? I coach social media, as you know, and I joke in the room that, take a video of yourself because that is how you look and it is how you sound.
Yeah.
And I just turned 50 this year. It's taken some time for me to be comfortable in my own skin and know that it's okay if someone doesn't like me. They're not my people, and that's okay.
Yeah. By the way, you don't look 50.
Oh, thank you. Something's working. Good skin green.
Yeah. Some people have good genes and
Yeah,
good skin.
I have both.
Especially Asian people.
Yeah, exactly.
My manager was an Asian. She was like 45 or 50, but still looks like 25.
I love
Even the case shows, on Netflix, all the people look so young, but that's fine. Have you ever been any personal routines or habits that have transform your mindset?
Personal routines like that I do daily?
Yeah. Which has transformed your mindset or you as a person?
Yeah, so pretty much I visualize my day every day and how I'd like it to look. There are days that I decide to be busier, especially if it's a travel day, or I have a partner in Calgary and he has the worst luck with airplanes. He is delayed every single time he gets on a plane. And I joke that I won't travel with him because I'm never delayed. I mean, I am periodically, and they're just small delays. Like, I don't miss planes. I've run through plenty of airports, and yet I create that at the beginning of my day. Like, I really do visualize success for the day, no matter what that looks like.
Okay.
And even if there's days that I take to myself, I'm visualizing that day. I'm creating that success. I'm asking myself what or whom do I need to speak with or talk to or visit in order to create success in my day.
Got it. So basically the goal here is you visualize your day when you wake up, like this is how it's going to look. Some people do it like a day before on the night.
I do check my calendar the night before. So I check my calendar the night before for the following day, just so I remind myself what's on there. And then I'm visualizing success sort of in that morning. I give myself the power of sleep too. I don't use an alarm.
Okay. Is it?
I do not. I set it this morning because I was up at 3 a.m. for a flight. However, I don't set an alarm.
Okay.
I wake up naturally anywhere between 5:30 and 6:30 in the morning, and I give myself that grace. So I generally won't schedule any appointments before 8:30 or really before 9 a.m. because I protect that time.
Yeah, that sounds good. The question is not in my notes, but I'm just curious. Like from the fitness point of view, we have to make sure like you are a very busy woman. You're a lot of holds leadership positions. How do you stay yourself fit? And the fitness is not just physical but also
Yes.
mental. What do you do?
I choose joy every time. So
Joy, okay.
happiness is a choice, and I live by that bold truth 100%. I don't live in a negative mindset. Matter of fact, I've cut people out of my world, and I set boundaries with people who are negative, family, friends, whomever. I don't bring them into my world. And so that's from a mindset perspective. I'm always in optimism and positivity. Even if I can't control the circumstance, that's great. Cool. Like, it's okay. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And from a physical fitness standpoint, I used to have the leverage and the time to go to the gym regularly, and now my gym looks like walking through an airport. So like I did 5.5 miles in Canada the other day, walking through. I had time. I took some personal time and went to the zoo, and literally, like, I live in airports, so I do a couple miles a day, usually through an airport.
Airports should have gym also.
They should.
I feel like
I carry a 50-pound backpack, and generally anywhere from a 30-pound to a 50-pound
50
suitcase.
pound is a lot, yeah.
So it's always on my back, and I'm walking through the airport, and that's my heavy pack.
Yeah, when I was in my 20s, I used to travel a lot, like for leisure.
Sure.
And I travel to multiple countries, so I feel like I work out here, but airport doesn't have gym. So I go to like, I used to be like every day I used to go to gym. So I find places where I can do push-ups and pull-ups or resistance band and things like that. But kind of difficult. I think airport should have it. They have a restroom, like restroom as in where you can rest.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. No, I just lift my suitcase up over the plane seat. So I have nice arms pretty much all the time because of that. So
nice.
Yeah.
So how do you balance ambition with inner peace?
I give myself grace. So I've always been driven. I've always been ambitious, and setting those boundaries on what's the most important thing. And my husband will tell you, if it doesn't bring me joy, I'm not doing it.
I see.
And I live by that. Everything that I do, I have a market center in Calgary because it brings me joy. I get to watch agents grow there. I'm a bold coach because it brings me joy, and I watch transformation. I sell real estate because I get to make marriages happen between sellers and buyers, and it brings me joy. I don't do things that don't bring me joy.
Okay.
I love to cook. It brings me joy. I don't love laundry. I don't do it. I don't like to clean my house. I hire a cleaning lady. So the things that are in my world that keep me at peace bring me joy.
Yeah. I think some people are still in the journey of figuring out what gives them joy. That's why they keep on changing their careers and things like that. But it's like you have figured out like what's your like career and what gives you joy.
Yes.
Which is basically real estate and everything about real estate. Yeah, that sounds good. What's your approach to setting goals, both personal and professional?
I like to write goals. I like to visualize them, sort of writing them for the year and then exceeding them. Knowing when we look at that, hey, what is that someday goal and what do we have to do along the way? If I want to create that someday goal, then what is my 5-year plan? And if I need to hit that in a 5-year plan to get to my someday goal, what does the 1-year plan look like? And then the 1-year plan breaks down to the monthly, the weekly, the daily, and doing right now. And when I tie myself to things like that, then I know what actions I need to take in order to get there.
So what's coming next after being a bold coach?
Oh, isn't that amazing? I like to do the craft. So it's honing the craft. It's being able to touch more lives. And I would love to someday, a someday goal, I would love to do Bold in France, in French.
In French. Okay.
So I speak a bit and I'm not fluent. So that would be a huge
win for you.
Yeah, that would be a huge
How many
goal.
languages do you speak?
Oh, just one fluently. I can get myself around Spanish and I can get myself around French, especially when I'm in it for a while. However, that would be amazing.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, so if I had a someday goal, that, hey, okay, so we have to do a little more French things, right? We have to immerse ourselves a little bit more in the French language, and I get to do that in Canada a lot too.
Got it. Also, like being a MAPS coach, is it different than being a Bolds coach?
Yes, so Bold is part of MAPS, so I am a MAPS Bold coach.
Okay.
And yet we have one-on-one coaches. There's all different coaches.
Oh, MAP is one-on-one.
Correct. We have, well, MAPS is the umbrella. So it's for it's essentially agent productivity systems, right? So we have one-on-one coaches who teach new agents every other week. It's called Breakthrough. We have one-on-one coaching that's of mastery level where you get a session every 30 minutes a week. And then there's executive coaches for leadership. There's leadership coaching for like team leaders, things like that. And then we have transformational coaching too, which a lot of people don't even realize, which is a life and mindset side.
Okay.
So I've had plenty of agents from my Bold rooms go into the transformational side because Bold is a lot of transformation.
Yeah.
And so they're still getting their life right. So they start with a MAPS coach there and then layer in a business coach for MAPS as well.
Got it.
Yeah, so there's lots of opportunity through MAPS. I just happen to be a segment of it.
But you can be a MAPS coach, like you can. Okay.
I am a MAPS coach.
You are a MAPS coach.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Just a different segment. I am not a MAPS one-on-one coach by choice.
Okay. How do you handle self-doubt or burnout when it shows up?
I let myself be there for about 30 seconds because from the burnout perspective, if I start to feel burnout, I take a complete day and give myself and do nothing. So I allow grace in my life for instance, when I travel. I was just gone 25 days on the road and my husband absolutely knew I was going to come home, I was going to unpack, and I was going to sit on the couch the next day with the dogs and do nothing. Like, and nothing looks like
just take a step back and
100% and not feel one bit guilty about it. Because that's how I recharge. That's how I just take a break.
Do you also travel for leisure?
For
like not for business, just for traveling purpose? Like...
Sometimes.
Okay.
I mean, yes, when there's time.
Okay.
My parents are in New England. They're up in New Jersey, so I'll go see them periodically when I can. And I'm on the road quite a bit, and yet as an agent, you're always working, right? So
even if you travel,
even if
for
I travel,
leisure,
usually when I travel, that's when I sell properties. It always happens.
Yeah. Are there any daily practices like meditation or journaling that keeps you grounded?
It's that visualization. So I will journal. I don't do it every day, and yet I do journal thoughts electronically in my notebooks and things of that nature, nuggets or thoughts.
Is it helpful to do journaling?
It is very. Okay. So it allows me to clear my mind. I don't use it, and I coach this in the room too, I don't use the journal as a dumping ground. It's not a diary. It's not, here's all my negative thoughts and let me get them on paper, because I don't live like that. I use it for, hey, here's a thought that I'd like to flesh out, or if I'm writing a coaching series, if I'm, doing a training or working with leadership, and I'll write down thoughts on that and kind of build something around it. So for me, it's a creative avenue.
Okay. And what do you write in journal? Like how your day went, or the reflection, or what exactly?
Sometimes if there's something I'm super proud of, I'll write that. If there's something I'm not proud of, like what did I learn out of that opportunity? How could I change it differently? Not negative, just where's the opportunity in that?
Okay.
Hey, I could have done this differently. Here's my wins for the day. I think as humans, we don't recognize our wins enough, because a lot of times, the win is I sold $3 million in property last month. Well, how about the win is you made 20 calls this week? And for agents who are less experienced, they're so focused on closing that deal or getting that listing. And it's super important to journal about what the wins are now. Like, did you make more phone calls today than you made yesterday? Were you afraid to pick up the phone at the beginning, and now it's getting better, right? So let's celebrate those wins. I picked up the phone and had great conversations, or someone hung up on me, and this is how I'll change it for later.
Yeah, I think you are right. So one of the things, like being a real estate agent and joining Bold, is like, talking to 100 strangers, which
100 people a week,
100 people in one day.
Oh, the Bold 100. Yes,
the Bold
100 people in one day. Absolutely.
Yeah, which I completed last week. And I never talk to strangers. I'm so scared. But on that day, I did.
What made you do it? What made you change your mind to do it that day?
Because there was a, umbrella, like I have to do it. And all of my teammates are already doing it.
A little bit of good peer pressure.
Yeah, peer pressure and things like that. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it again, but maybe 100 in a week is fine. It's like,
Well, does the 100 in the week seem so much easier than 100 in the day?
Actually, 100 in a day is not that difficult. I completed that in 2 or 3 hours. So if you can get it done, like your mind and body, like into this thing, you can get it done. And
Yeah.
also, I have a support from my family.
So it makes the 100 a week easy.
Easy, yeah. 100 a week is easy. Like I also have a yoga like community thing, which like 40, 30 people come.
Sure.
So 40 people,
Easy.
easy over there. And then just go to any shop, talk to people. So
Well, and you and I have talked about this already. Using that, bridging real estate to yoga,
yeah,
so many agents will compartmentalize and say, I'm a yogi over here, I
yeah,
sell real estate over here. And yet we never talk to the people who are in our yoga community about
Yeah.
real estate,
yeah,
which is a missed opportunity
yes,
because they already know, love, and trust you
yeah,
as that yogi around and in their world.
right,
So, of course, if you connected it to, hey, like I would love to work with this group of people,
yes,
then you get to talk real estate with them.
yeah,
Because, and when you make it fun and you get to say, hey, like my goal for all of you is to find you a home that has a yoga studio. And it's a very simple way of saying, wait, how are you going to find me a home with a yoga studio? Oh, because I'm in real estate. It's what I do. And wouldn't it be great if we found you the perfect home that gives you that whole Zen vibe, makes you feel amazing, it has a picturesque view with palm trees that you can do yoga outside overlooking the ocean. I mean, think about all of the things that you can talk about and be mindful of to someone who loves yoga, who perhaps would like a better home that's more suited for their passion.
You are right. I never thought about the difficulty that I'm having is like how to change the conversation from yoga to real
Just
estate.
like that.
So that is one thing, and this is another role play which I tried with my team last time. So another thing is while talking to someone, like when you are talking about yoga to someone, when you are taking your visiting card or something, just take by mistake just take your real estate card, and then show, this is by mistake, this is my different card. Let me give you the original yoga card or something like that.
You could do it by mistake.
By
and
mistake.
What would it look like if you did it intentionally?
Yeah, but this is like a better way,
Yeah.
which I think you can connect yoga with real estate, and I don't know anyone who is doing that in the yoga market, like any realtor. Maybe people are doing it, and the world is so big. But yeah, that's a good.
Is there
market.
a way you could craft your yoga? I'm like totally thinking on the fly. Like, could you come up with a tagline that blends yoga with real estate?
Yoga with real estate, yeah. So I was looking that in ChatGPT. So it came up with different suggestions. So one of the thing was like build and breathe and build.
Okay, so my brain would go to new construction.
Yeah.
Which you might not want to do.
Yes.
And it isolates the lane.
Yeah, so
right?
breathe is yoga, build is new construction, but new construction is not happening here.
Correct. So we wouldn't want that
not
one.
Go. But there's different one also.
Yeah.
I can share that, but we don't have to come up with right. But yeah, you are right. A slogan or a sentence which blends both of them, and which I can share in my because I build a Canva pamphlet every time.
You could literally say blending harmony with homes. Right? Yoga's about harmony.
Yeah.
In mind, body, and spirit.
Yeah.
So harmony and homes could work together because it's H's.
Yes.
So, something to that effect where it starts a conversation differently.
Yes.
Like the name of my team is Journey 360 Home Group, and I chose it because I'm with people for the duration of their journey. Like it's my passion to be part of their journey in whatever capacity they allow. And I'm there 360 degrees for all things at any time.
Like your company?
That's the name of my team.
That's the name of the team. Okay. That like basically the real estate team, right?
Exactly.
Okay, got it. No, I think that's a awesome blend between the yoga and the real estate. I think I will think about it. I'm thinking to start using real estate in my yoga posters. I don't do it.
Yeah. You could even open it up to the community and say, hey guys, I would love to blend my real estate business with my yoga community. I'd love to run a contest on the best name or slogan. And let the community
decide.
Because guess what you just did? You just told the entire community that you're a realtor.
Yeah.
Without saying, by the way, I'm a realtor.
Yes.
Are you looking to buy, sell, or invest in wealth?
Wow, you have a lot of ideas. How you?
When you can be creative, again, it's the passion, right? Like connect your passion. You asked me earlier about when people get burnt out. Like if your passion is yoga, real estate should be part of that.
Yeah.
Don't do it different, because then it won't be fun.
Right.
Like
right.
connect it with what you're passionate about.
Yes. So what's the idea of success evolved? Like how is your idea of success evolved over the years?
So I can tell you, through high school, through college, through my early days, seems like an eternity ago, I had always said my version of success, I will know when I have made it when I drive a Range Rover. And I literally, that was in my mindset from high school forward. I'll know when I've made it when I drive a Range Rover. And in 2018, I ordered a Range Rover, waited 4 months for it, custom ordered it, all the things. Wow. It was white, cream interior, bucket seats, all of it. Beautiful wheels, everything, custom. 4 months. I drove that Range Rover for 2 months and hated it. And I took it to Mercedes and sold it and traded it in. And it was sort of an epiphany, because I'd waited my whole life. I'd worked so hard
for that
to be able to afford that Range Rover. And I didn't like it.
Why?
The way the screen was set.
Okay.
In Florida, the sun.
You didn't test drive it before?
No, I ordered it.
Okay.
So it was just like, I'm buying a new Range Rover, of course. Like,
yeah.
Of course it'll be fine. It'll be amazing. It's a Range Rover.
Okay.
And I had driven one knowing the drive of it. However, what had happened was the screen, because it was a new model. Yeah. So the screen, they tilted it just enough where the way that the roof was, it was not a solid panorama roof.
Yeah. So the glare was coming.
The sun would come in and I could never see the screen, and all I could see was fingerprints. It drove me crazy.
I get it.
So I traded in. And what's fascinating to me is thinking about that question. That was like a mark of success for me. And we had a neighbor who their daughter was in high school with our son, and she was like, I can't believe you sold the Range Rover. Like, it's the best car ever. Like, I can't wait to get one. And I thought, yeah, I worked my whole life to get one. And it was like I had it up on a pedestal, and it was awful. And that success now is joy for me. Success now is, whose life can I be a part of? Whose life can I change? Where can I find gratitude differently? It's not about the things. And Gary Keller, you'll hear it in the Bold Laws. It's one of our Bold Laws, and it came from his wife, Mary. Things don't own me, I own things. I own things. I think technically it's I own things, things don't own me. And it rings true to me all the time, because I'm an experienced person. I don't want a house full of knickknacks and souvenirs. Yeah. I want to live the experience. And that's very different than many years ago. It was about the stuff. How much stuff could we have? We had a plane. We had lots of cars, all the things. And now it's the experiences are different. What can we do, and where can we bring joy differently? Because our time is shorter, right? I'm so busy with different parts of my career that when I'm home, it's about the dogs and our animals and my husband, or seeing my son. So that's success defined for me right now. As long as I keep growing and keep changing lives, I am filled with success.
Maybe it has changed as you grow, like in your career. Like right now, I'm at that stage in my career. I'm thinking like, materialistic thing is important, but not that much. Like I used to own a Porsche when I was in 26, 27. That's my second or third car. But now I feel like, that was a waste of money. Yeah. I ordered a Rolex yesterday. I went to the
Congratulations.
shop. Thank you. And the Rolex, the thing is like, it didn't come to you. Like you don't buy it at that time. Excuse me. It takes 1 year for them to like ship it to you. And you don't have to pay for it. So that's the goal for me, to sell.
I love that.
5 houses in 1 year.
So you can pay for that Rolex.
Yeah. So 5 houses, that's the goal. Otherwise, I will not buy it.
Yep.
So then I will go for it. So that's my goal.
I love it.
But maybe after 10 years, this will feel like, why did I do that? This is like materialistic thing, and something which I should, the same thing you mentioned, right? The giving happiness. Yeah. Which I also feel like, because of yoga, I feel like I'm joining the community. Some people find their partners in the yoga also, because we have a social hour after that.
Love it.
So that is something which I feel like keeps on changing. And all these things never like I don't relate with that, and I don't like that. But I think providing happiness is something which is the primary goal, which I feel
100%.
like, yeah.
And everybody is different, right? I have zero
Yeah.
judgment around things. And yet I have a Rolex, and that was another huge success too. It was like, oh, I'm going to do this, 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 and I
Yeah.
earned the Rolex. And I got it. I don't have 6 of them.
Yeah.
I had a passion for fancy purses.
Yeah.
I have one of, I don't have Balenciaga. I have one of most brands. I have a Chanel. I have a couple of Louis. I carry a little tiny wallet in a backpack now. So it's just as I've grown and
Then,
the
yeah.
things have become less important. I still
Right.
love them, although give me travel any day of the week
Yeah.
and give me the experience.
Yes.
Because I get to watch other people get joy out of that experience
Yeah.
too.
That is true. So what roles does intuition play in your personal and business decisions?
Every single time. If the hairs on the back of my neck stand up, when I'm meeting with a client, even on the phone with a client, I'm not going. Or I won't take the deal. I've actually walked away from listings because I didn't feel right about it. There was something in my gut. The intuition was saying, no, don't do it.
I see.
And even in my previous business, when my husband and I, he would make decisions or say, hey, can you come and meet this person and let me know? Because he knows my gut is generally right. Many times I was like, nope, we're not doing that. And we didn't, and it was a good decision. So yeah, I always trust my gut.
Okay.
Yeah, intuition plays a big role in lots of things.
And how to build that intuition? Is it like automatically some people have good intuition?
I think discernment plays a role, being able to recognize it, right?
Okay.
Trusting the intuition. And I am huge on not comparing myself to others. So when you can live like that, intuition gets easier.
Okay.
It gets louder when you're not like, oh, well, he did, or this one, or should I do that because this one, there's none of that happening.
Yeah.
What's right for you? Like, what's right for me, for my family, for my business? And is this decision I'm about to make going to move my life, my personal life and professional life forward in a positive direction?
Got it. Okay.
And if the answer is no, or if the answer isn't clear, then I'm likely not making the decision.
Makes sense. And how do you stay connected with your purpose even when things get tough?
I know what it is. It's very clear. And being part of someone's journey to get them to whatever level they desire to be, it's not my decision. There's nothing that brings me greater joy. It's why I get on a plane 40 weeks a year. It's why I fly here. It's a 14-hour round trip for me to come out here from Florida.
Yeah.
And it's that important to me. It's getting people to believe in themselves and being the bridge for that. It is my passion. So when I get tired, when I get burnt out, I'm never bored of it. I just sit there a minute and go, hey, remember why you're doing this?
Yeah.
And I just reconnect with it.
That's nice.